In Ikoyi, a place for super rich people, three friends lived. They used to call them the three best friends. They loved each other and they supported each other through thick and thin. The first lady's name was Aisha, who was all about glamour in Lagos. She had a wardrobe like a fancy store and a laugh that made everyone laugh. She loved her daughter very, very much. The other lady was called Diola. She was a businesswoman. She owned a hair salon in Lagos, which rich people used to visit there. Lastly, there was Lola, the quiet one. She smiled shyly but had a kind heart, and she loved luxurious things. She was married to a rich tycoon and was a housewife. They used to have fun from Monday to Sunday, from going to brunches to going on shopping sprees and even attending parties. They used to enjoy taking drinks and even going for swimming. They jokingly called themselves the Dem ladies to tease those who couldn't afford their lavish lifestyle. One hot afternoon, they were chilling by Aisha's pool, which looked super fancy with its white marble and endless water. They were chatting away like the bubbly in their glasses. Diola, with her perfectly shaped eyebrows, looking serious, said, "Guess what, guys? I've got the right to sell that famous French hair care stuff that all the stars love." Aisha was so excited as she spoke. "Wow, Diola, that's fantastic. We should totally throw a super cool launch party." Lola, always thinking practically, said, "But Diola, wouldn't it be really expensive? You know, the bank already doesn't want to give you more money for the salon." Diola didn't seem worried. She waved her hand saying, "Don't worry, Lola. We will make it work. We've got that Pepper Dem attitude, remember? And just thinking of all the amazing pictures we will take, we will make business." Aisha, always ahead of the trend, added, "Speaking of internet buzz, have you heard about a new club opening on Victoria Island? They say it's going to be incredible." Lola, who usually liked new adventure, hesitated. "Isn't that the club with the crazily rich entrance fee and the VIP table cost a fortune?" Aisha, always good at convincing, gave Lola a sad look. "Come on, Lola, don't be a downer. We haven't had a girls' night out in so long. Just think of all the fun stories we'll have for brunch." Lola couldn't resist Aisha's excitement, so she finally agreed. The weekend that followed was full of luxury. The club was everything Aisha said it would be. Loud music, famous people, and a vibe that screamed, "We can spend as much as we want." They danced all night, drinking champagne that costed an arm and a leg. They forgot about their worries that day. But on Monday, Lola woke up feeling terrible. Her head hurt so much, and she remembered something scary. She had gone to a hotel with a guy she didn't know well. She felt panicked when she realized what she had done. Meanwhile, Diola realized she had spent too much money on the club. The bank didn't want to give her more money like Lola had warned her. The party she had planned to help her bring her business back actually made things worse. Aisha, on the other hand, was dealing with her own problems. She had gotten herself into a mess that she couldn't deal with. Someone took a picture of her leaving the club, looking not so great, and it spilled all over social media. Her husband, who liked privacy, found out about it and was really upset. One night, the three friends went to Aisha's for sleepover. It was quiet and sad, nothing like before. They didn't laugh or drink the normal champagne. They just sat there in silence. Diola couldn't hold back her tears. "I messed up. I got carried away and now I've lost everything," she cried, hiding her face in her hands. Aisha, who had been staring at the wall, finally spoke up. "It's not just you, Diola. We all got caught up in this fancy lifestyle, blinded by the sparkle. She sounded ashamed, which was unusual of her. Lola, always trying to keep the peace, wiped her eyes with a crumpled tissue. "We need to get back on our feet," she said gently. There was another long silence, heavier this time because of their regrets. Then Aisha, sounding determined, spoke again. "We can't change what happened, but you can make things better. That's what being a Pepper Dame is about, right? Getting stronger after a setback." Diola looked up, a glimmer of hope in her eyes. "But how? I am broke. My salon is falling apart." Aisha stood tall and she said, "We have each other," she said firmly, "and we are not fighting. We should not play blame games here. We all fucked up that night at the club, and we will need to come back again and rise again." They talked for a while, feeling desperate, but also remembering how strong they used to be. Diola, who was good at business, started with thinking of ways to open a smaller salon that she could manage. Lola, on the other hand, was good at decorating, and she offered to help make the salon look nice without spending too much. Aisha was good in social media. She decided that she would help in advertising the salon and the services they offer. "We can use the same skill that got us into trouble," Aisha said with a small smile. "But this time to make something good." They all agreed. They spent the next few days at Aisha's house, thinking of ideas and making plans. Diola managed to clear all her debts, which were in arrears, and she relocated her salon to another mall. Their plans started slowly to come true. Diola opened a new salon and called it Phoenix Rising, which was cozy and decorated by Lola. Aisha used her social media skills to get people interested, and soon they started getting new customers who liked the vibe of the three friends. It wasn't easy to fix everything, but through counseling, Lola and Diola were able to manage. They even attended business meetings together, and they became partners in their new business. Aisha's husband, on the other hand, gave Aisha a chance to make things right. The relationship, which was falling now, had become growing stronger and stronger. They spent most of their time together, bonding and healing after that scandal. The Dem Wives started changing. They were not the same anymore. They started even going to church and became very prayerful ladies. They supported each other through thick and thin. One day, when Diola was at her salon, she got a call. It was a competitor offering to buy her salon. Diola was tempted because it could help her get back some of the money she had lost. But when she looked at Lola, happily styling her client's hair, and Aisha working on social media, Diola knew what to do. "Thanks, but my salon is not for sale," she said firmly into the phone, and she hung up. Word started to spread about their success. People went from talking about the fallen socialites to respecting them. One day, Mopelela, who had started the scandal about Aisha, came to the salon. She looked embarrassed, her fancy sunglasses not hiding her nerves. Hi, Diola," Mopelela said quietly, playing with her purse. "I heard about your salon. Can I make an appointment?" Diola looked surprised and then smiled slowly. "Sure, Mopelela," she said warmly. "We can fit you in an hour." As Mopelela sat down, Aisha came over, looking mischievous. "Hey, Mopelela," she said, friendly but firm. "While you are here, maybe we can talk about using social media responsibly." Mopelela looked nervous for a moment, but then she laughed nervously. "Actually," she admitted, "that sounds like a good idea. I'm very sorry for spreading news about your salon." One evening, as they closed the shop, Diola, Lola, and Aisha watched the sunset together. We are not the Pepper Dem's wife anymore, Lola said quietly, smiling. Yeah, Aisha agreed. But we are stronger now and we are survivors. Diola raised her hand, touching Aisha's and Lola's. Here's is to new beginning, she said as they closed. Their journey wasn't finished. They still had scars from past, but they faced the future together, stronger than before. The Pepper Dam spirit had changed, but it hadn't disappeared. It had transformed, like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly, and like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Thank you so much for listening to this story. I hope you have all enjoyed. Please subscribe, like and share and comment. Bye.